This was all very well as far as it went, but even 14 half-penny buns with A, B on them and pink sugar did not of themselves make a very grand celebration. There are always flowers, of course, said Bobby, later when a really earnest council was being held on the subject in the hayloft, where the broken jab cutting machine was in a row of holes to drop hay through into the hay racks over the mangers of the stables below. He's got a lot of flowers of his own, said Peter, but it's always nice to have them given you, said Bobby. However many you've got of your own. We can always see we can use flowers for trimmings to the birthday, but there must be something to trim besides buns. Let's all be quiet and think, said Phyllis. No one's to speak until it's thought of something. So they were all quiet, and so very still that Brown Rat thought that there was no one in the loft, came out very boldly. When Bobby sneezed, the rat was quite shocked and hurried away, for he saw that the hayloft, where such things could happen, was no place for a respectable middle-aged rat that liked a quieter life. Hooray, said Peter suddenly. I've got it. He jumped up and kicked the loose hay. What? Said the others eagerly. Why, the bags are so nice to everybody. There must be lots of people in the village who'd like to help it to make him a birthday. Let's go round and ask everybody. Mother said we weren't to ask people for things, said Bobby doubtfully. For ourselves, she meant, silly, not for other people. I'll ask the old gentleman too. You see if I don't, said Peter. Let's ask Mother first, said Bobby. Oh, what's the use of bothering? Oh, what's the use of bothering Mother about every little thing, said Peter, especially when she's busy. Come on, let's go down to the village now to begin. So they went. The old lady at the post office said she didn't see why Berg should have a birthday any more than anyone else. No, said Bobby. I should like everyone to have one, only we know when his is. Mine's tomorrow, said the old lady, and much notice anyone will take of it to go along with you. So they went, and some people were kind, and some were crusty, and some would give, and some would not. It is rather difficult work asking for things, even for other people, as you have no doubt found if you have ever tried it. When the children got home and counted up what had been given and what had been promised, they felt that for the first day it was not so bad. Peter wrote down the list of the things in the little pocket book, where he kept the numbers of his engines. These were the lists. Given, green tobacco pipe from the sweet shop, half a pound of tea from the grocer's, a woolen scarf slightly faded from the draper's, which was the other side of the grocer's. They stuffed a squirrel from the doctor. Promise, said a piece of meat from the butcher, 6 fresh eggs from the woman who lived in the old turnpike cottage, a piece of honeycomb, 6 bootlaces from the cobbler, and an iron shovel from the blacksmith. Very early next morning, Bobby got up and woke Phyllis. This had been agreed on between them. They did not have told Peter because they thought he would think it silly, but they told him afterwards when it had turned out all right. They cut a big bunch of roses and put it in a basket with the needlebook that Phyllis had made for Bobby on her birthday, and a very pretty blue necktie of Phyllis's. Then they wrote on a paper, "For Mrs. Ransom, with our best love, because it is her birthday." They put the paper in the basket and they took it to the post office and went in and put it on the counter and ran away before the old woman at the post office had time to get into her shop. When they got home, Peter had grown confidential over helping Mother to get the breakfast and had told her their plans. There's no harm in it, said Mother, but it depends how you do it. I only hope you won't be offended and think shovel and the other promised things. The old lady at the post office was standing on her doorstep. The children said good morning politely as they passed. Here, stop a bit, she said. So they stopped. Those roses, said she. Do you like them? Said Phyllis. They were as fresh as fresh. I made the needlebook, but it was Bobby's present. She skipped joyously as she spoke. faces redder and redder. The kind things Mrs. Berg said. They felt that they had done nothing to deserve all this praise. At last Peter said, "Look here, we're glad you're pleased, but if you go on saying things like that, we must go home." And we did want to stay and see if Mr. Berg was pleased too, but we can't stand it. I won't say another single word, said Mrs. Berg with a beaming face, but then Edith stopped me thinking, you did forever. Can we have a plate for the buns? Bobby asked abruptly, and then Mrs. Berg hastily laid the table for tea, and the buns and the honey and the gooseberries were displayed on plates, and the roses were put into glass jam jars, and the tea table looked, as Mrs. Berg said, fit for a prince. To think, she said, me getting the place tidy earlier in the Netherlands, getting the wild flowers and all. Never did I think there'd be anything more for him except the ounce of his pet particular that I got on Saturday. Been saving up for him ever since. Bless us, he is early. Berg said indeed, and latched into the latch of the little front gate. "Oh," whispered Bobby, "that's hide in the back kitchen and you tell him about it. But give him the tobacco first, because you got it for him. When you've told him, we'll all come in and shout many happy returns." It was a very nice plan, but it did not quite come off. To begin with, there was only just time for Peter and Bobby and Phyllis to rush into the wash-house, pushing the young and open-mouthed Berg's children in front of them. There was not time to shut the door, so that without at all meaning it, they had to listen to what went on in the kitchen. The wash. The house was a tight bit of the Berg's children and the Three Chimneys' children, as well as all the wash-house's proper furniture, including the mangle and the copper. "Hello, old woman," they heard Mr. Berg's voice say. "Here's a pretty set out." "It's your birthday tea, Bert," said Mrs. Bergs. "And here's an ounce of your extra particular. I got it a Saturday along. Are you happening this round.